Namaste and a warm welcome to this session today on interpersonal relationships, IPR in short, with Dr. Usha Vastare. Are there any different types of interpersonal relationships? How do we classify IPR?
We know about the usual relationships, like the professional relationship, friendly relationships, acquaintances, romantic relationships, family relationships and whatnot. But let's take a totally different perspective on this relationship altogether. You know, my favorite saying, as I say, which is said by Wayne Dyer, and even before that many others have said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So we can take a look at the relationship from two different angles. Any relationship for that matter. Do we need to survive through this relationship, or do we need to evolve into better people through this relationship? You may ask, what does that mean, surviving through this and evolving through any relationship for that matter? Surviving through any relationship means it's all about adjusting, adapting, tolerating, because many a times we don't have a choice. We have to put up with this relationship. So the focus is always on the other person. The person is like this, the other person is like that, so I have to adjust and tolerate and put up. It's not that there is anything right or wrong with this, but when we understand what does this mean to evolve through the same people, we will know what I mean by that. So this is about surviving through any relationship. Then what does it mean to evolve through relationships? It is not just about adjusting, dealing, adapting and tolerating, but truly understanding the other person and actually accepting the other person and not just tolerating. We move from tolerating to accepting the person. When we do that, we respect that person and the relationship a whole lot more, and we will appreciate. And not only that, even the difficult person in our life, through that relationship, we are actually grateful for that person. So the focus will be on us. This is what I mean by any relationship. We can actually evolve through this relationship. So the aspect of gratefulness is going to be extremely important. And along with that, as we keep evolving through those relationships, not only are we going to be grateful, but we also combine that with another beautiful quality of kindness. We're going to be kind with ourselves and also with others. Let's understand this change in perspective. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change, especially with respect to interpersonal relationships, through the help of a story. A stranger is passing by through this village and construction work is going on, and he sees many stone cutters. He asks this first stone cutter as to what he was doing, and he says, "Oh, I'm doing my work. I'm cutting stones." And he asks the same question to the second stone cutter. He says, "Oh, I'm doing the best job that I can, because I need this money to raise my family." And he goes to the third stone cutter and asks the same question. And the answer of that third stone cutter was, "You know what? I'm building a temple in this village." You know, the same question. All the three stone cutters got the same salary. but the way they were looking at their jobs was very different. In a similar manner, the relationships also, either we can survive through this, any relationship, just like the first two stonecutters, or we can connect this relationships to something bigger than ourselves and think about evolving through the relationship, and then we become like the third stonecutter. It's all about changing our perspective. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change.
Through so many challenging situations in my work life, I think this is one thing that stands out. The saying by Wayne Dyer that you often tell me, the way you look at things should change, you always tell me. And I think this is one thing that's deeply imprinted in my mind. And changing the way I look at these situations and the people, I think it truly worked wonders, because I was able to come out of the situations without any remnants of sadness or anger. And I feel so grateful that I evolved through Yogakshema and through my association with you. Thank you.